Hello, it is I, Miss Mori, playing a little Pseudoregalia. On a Saturday afternoon, I just wanted something relaxed and chill, where I could just casually hang out with folks, have a little zatsudan, I guess, kind of like with F-Zero 99. But I'm hoping with this game, I'll be able to keep up with the chat a little better. As much as I love F-Zero 99 streams, and they're a lot of fun for me, it's not something you can play well while reading the chat. So I'm hoping this at least will go a little smoother. I'm not going to continue because that's my regular file. This one got almost 8 hours. I'm gonna just do a new file. I don't remember where everything is, even though I spent 8 hours. So we'll see. And if the volume needs to go up or down, let me know. That barely worked. I hope I'm not too late. It is very difficult to talk to someone when they're going Mach 9000. That is true. Anyway, this is Sybil. She reminds me of a jackalope. A goat bunny cat lady. And that's all we know. Hello, friend. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to fall out of my cage. I hope the princess won't be upset with me. What's really going to be tricky is that, having played through this once already not too long ago, I can't do all my sweet flips that I ended the game with. So now I have to remember how to play like a pleb. When I can't do all the sweet parkour stunts that I've become used to. So if you're not familiar with this game, I've heard it described as, what if Mario 64 was a Metroidvania? And I would say that's not inaccurate. I think that is a lot of what it feels like. A Dreambreaker. Attack freely while moving to vanquish foes. Hitting enemies will build up magical power. And I can heal with it too, convenient. Don't be so cagey, and the princess should be okay with you. Ugh, heck walls. And this egg, also. I mean, the egg was just chilling in this corridor. Wasn't bothering anybody. I couldn't take any chances. What if that egg was going to commit a crime? It's preventative maintenance. Anywho, I hope folks are doing well today, and that you don't mind I'm doing this fairly laid-back parkour game, just because it felt like something nice to play while hanging out with folks, but also, even though I played through it not too long ago, I found myself thinking, I wouldn't mind playing through it again. The movement in this game is really fun. And maybe a second time through will help me remember where everything is. Yeah, being kind of shellfish, just being in the way. Egg friend. Eggbert. The egg was hatching a plot. Plotting to hatch. That goat is burying its face in its hands because it's ashamed of the caliber of jokes we're making. I'm not. I love the jokes. Please keep them coming. I wonder if this game would actually run on a Nintendo 64, because I think it captures the look of an N64 game very well. Just with, like, the quality of the textures, the draw distance. And I really like, if you've noticed the way Sybil here is animated, I don't exactly know like what frame she's animated on, but she's at a lower frame rate than sort of everything else, which I think just gives the game a really cool effect. And you can turn it off if you want, but I like it. Gain a boost of speed and slide under tight gaps in some attacks, but by itself, an incomplete technique. Whoosh. Now I can ruin my spats? I'm not sure what I'm wearing. Well, howdy howdy. Oh gosh, no, I love puns. I relish puns. I try and make my stream titles puns or otherwise terrible jokes, so you are in good company here, I promise you. Terrible jokes are strongly encouraged. The worse the better. This is where I came from. So I only got into this game quite recently, because I picked it up on a previous Steam sale. Apparently when it first came out, it did not have a map, which I don't know how people managed. Well, even with the map in the game, we'll see later. Hey. 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 Speak to me. Get out. Okay. Good talk. Anybody else? Any other takers?
I'll never do it again. I just want to get out of here.
Oh, goat jail. I don't know, what crimes could a goat possibly be in prison for? I mean, goats do not seem to experience remorse, as far as I'm aware. Not that I've ever been up close to goats. I've seen them from a distance, like at a petting zoo. Well, no, you know what? I've never even gotten to pet a goat. I've seen them at a zoo, but I didn't get to pet.
Your disguise is paper thin, but it'll fool most of them. Not like it matters. You're stuck here like the rest of us now. No getting past strong eyes.
What is my disguise? Is this the outfit I'm wearing? It's never elaborated upon what part of what Sybil is wearing is a disguise. And what is her natural look. Butting heads with the cuffs. Eating something important. Eating maybe a police vehicle. Hello. Oh, they're gone. Oh yeah, that's right, there's a lock on. Do that. My stick. Nice leopard print, I think. I should scoot away and heal. Good view. I like what this game does if a character is obscured by the camera, that you get that blue shadow. So you can still keep track of where you are, and I think it's quite stylish. I forget if I've talked about it on a previous stream, but I've just been enjoying, generally, games made with deliberate limitations, like the low-poly look of this, or what Crow Country did. That kind of pseudo-PlayStation effect. Because I think working with limitations encourages people to get more creative. And you wind up with some strong visual direction, like what this game has going on. This is a really beefy fellow. Ow. My stick. Please, sir, I am not so beefy. Oh, just kidding. When you were younger, you went to a petting zoo, and it was a big deal because your grandfather was actually able to come with you. Feeding the goats and ran out, and one of them decided to get revenge, trying even when you were up on your over 6-foot-tall grandfather's shoulders. I mean, goats are not deterred by differences in height. If goats are good at anything, it's climbing. Respect. I wish I was as good as a goat at climbing. Not that I've tried recently. A tower holding the essence of the princess, never to be seen again. But with the 3 powers of the sun, one can find their own path. I feel like... maybe I'm misremembering, but I swear there's Uh-huh. I'm gonna have to walk back, but it's fine. Aha! Can't hide your secrets from me. Now I have to do the long walk of shame back. Goats aren't that bad. I don't know, I've heard they're pretty tenacious. Oh, did I just go backwards to where... Yeah, I did. Ugh. I don't even have a map yet turned around. Typical. The map in this game, which again was added at a later update, the game did not originally have a map. I'm glad that it has one, but as we'll see when we actually unlock it, it doesn't show Sybil's position on the map relative to everything else. So the room you're in will be lit up, but you can't see precisely where you're standing. And a lot of the time, I would have to, like, go into a room and then sort of walk through the threshold of the room into the next one, looking at my map the whole time to get a feel for, okay, what entrance did I just come out of? An old-fashioned map. I'm just glad there is a map. You know, back in the day, you were lucky if you got a map at all. Back in my day... Well, I guess it kind of depends on the game, I suppose. Like, even the first Zelda had a map. I love maps in games, and I know people who just will not look at them ever, and I respect that too, but I could never. You're a nasty live map fast travel hater, really? Oh, you're brave, Claire. Like, okay, fast travel I can understand wanting to pass up on fast travel, because you can miss stuff by fast traveling, especially going through previous areas. But I need to know where I am, because I am so easily distractible, magpie brain. Hang on, there's a goat here. I'll talk to you on the way back. To keep the memories from fading. Wait. Memento. Rooms will be revealed to you as you enter them, allowing you to more easily chart a course through an area. So this is the map you get. And Sybil's doing this finger to forehead psychic pose. And you can walk around too while she's thinking, which I appreciate. A magpie model. So many of have been trapped in the dungeon. And for what? So many of. Indeed, I love these little goats. They're so cute. Hello.
These crystals are pretty nice, right? They make me feel safe. I think I'm gonna lick it. I bet it's full of minerals.
I'll carry on. I mean, I don't know if I want to use a crystal that you've gotten your germs on. Also, I can sit. Just 'cause. I can chill here. I believe resting on a chair will restore your health, but so does whacking a crystal.
Hey, the goats are some cute little kids. Eh.
That goat could be 35 with a mortgage. Indignation. Higher power gives you increased combat capabilities. Upon reaching power level 2, the range of your attack is extended. At level 3, your damage is increased. This is reset upon spending it on a heal. Egg, egg, egg. Egg, egg, egg. Egg, egg, egg. Egg, egg, egg. I didn't really need to do that. It's Asgore. I think Asgore would be 35 with a mortgage and already divorced, is the thing. Do I want to be in here? Do I want to go into another room? Don't do it at me. Don't you do it at me. This game is pretty minimalistic, but I like its creature design quite a bit. The goats, but also the little enemies. Like whatever that tuba creature is that's duding at me. Hello.
There is supposed to be a new armor display in the library I wanted to see, but with the state of the castle, I can't find the entrance anywhere. I miss that comfy hay.
they have a mortgage, they're doing better than you are. Can you imagine having a mortgage in this day and age? Can you imagine having depth perception in this day and age? Couldn't be me. Oh, I don't want to be here. This is just the other end of the hall. Eh. I mean, in this day and age, would you want a mortgage, though? You know, another bill to pay, another expense on top of everything else. Like, honest to goodness, I am genuinely thankful that I don't have a car. I don't have a driver's license. I don't have a vehicle because I just can't imagine spending all that extra money on, you know, your insurance, your gas, your maintenance, the upkeep. Just untenable. Everything costs so much money. Why can't I be a little goat butler who doesn't have to think about anything but licking minerals? This looks promising. I feel so sleepy in here, in a good way. You read a book about a beautiful princess waiting in a tower to be saved by a charming prince. The ending is torn out. Probably wasn't very good. You read a book about forbidden secrets of cooking. Your mind is torn asunder from the culinary secrets, driving you insane. Stew too good. You read a book full of classic plays. All the world's a stage. Yes, I will be reading all of these. Would you expect anything less from me? I need the dialogue. This game doesn't have a ton of it, but what's there I think is charming. Books for me? You read a book about a jester who is sentenced to death by their king. But for their final trick, they steal the sun. Chaos, chaos. Well, you read a book about reading. It's hard to read. You read a book about aquatic life. You'd really like to see the ocean one day. Maybe next time. Any more books for me? Not here. Oh. You read a book about how to deal with loss. Your mind is mended whole, driving you sane. No, I want the cooking book. I want the cooking book back, please. I don't want to be sane. It's boring. Hello, Nox. How are you? You read a book on musical theory. The ramblings of a madman. It's true. I have a lot of musical aptitude, but I am an idiot when it comes to musical theory. I can't do it. I think I've mentioned before, but my band teacher would always make us do musical theory homework as punishment, so my brain never really learned to process it. You read a book about a girl who gets whisked away to a fantastical world without strife. She seems happy. What's that post? God, I wish that were me. Yeah. Regalia, the sequel. You read a book about a little thimble that goes on a big adventure. You hope he has a good time. The Prince of all Cosmos. Okay, I think... Is that all the books, maybe? I probably missed one, let's be real, but... Hey. Yeah, sorry, I did not mean to say H-E-Y. I meant to say H-A-Y in greeting. I hope you can forgive me that faux pas. I can't get up there. I need more sweet parkour moves that I do not currently have access to. There's no run button in this game. Beyond like the little extra speed you get from a slide. So you just have to jump and pray. Wish... Whoa. I'm up here now. Not that there's anything for me up here. More books, though. You read a book about a girl who falls in love with the monster. She loves the monster enough to leave behind her family. Your laptop is not fit for this. I hope someday you do get to play it. I think you would really enjoy it. And I hope you don't feel like you're being spoiled by watching it, because there's not really a whole lot of story. The movement itself is really fun, and even if you watch it, it's totally worth playing for yourself because it's so fun just to zoom around. You read a book about a woman with a magic sword who seeks revenge above everything. Revenge seems pretty great. Maybe the thimble needs revenge. It's not a roguelike, no, it is again, I've heard it described as a Metroidvania. And that it's sort of an open world's platformer, with movement-gated progression. And you can do a lot if you're stubborn enough, which I found out because I missed one of the key upgrades in this game for a long time. Sungreaves. After a short delay, do an air kick. Hitting walls and objects with it will cause you to jump away. Can be done up to 3 times until reset. Try kicking early to maximize distance. Something I like too, that if I open my menu here, you can actually read a little more about your items. So you can read how Sybil will hit whoever's closest, but you can lock on. You can throw your weapon, and a little extra tips for the Sungreaves. So the angle you come off a wall is a reflection of the angle you were facing when you make contact. Don't try to push away from the wall until you bounce. If the angle is close to perpendicular, your jump will be higher but send you less far. And try to kick so that your foot hits the wall, not your body, for maximum distance. You can even kick quite early, so long as you touch the wall before the action ends. Timing, spacing, and angle are all important, which is very true. Takes a bit to get the hang of, but it's a really fun technique if you can master it. And again, you can do some tricksy stuff with this too. Huh. Can I bust this down? Nope. The movement is one of the things that draws you to this game. In recent years, you've come to believe that movement is one of the most important aspects of games for you. I am in agreement. I'm thinking about Metroid Dread specifically, while my brain is on Metroidvania, well, just Metroids. And how the movement in Metroid Dread felt so good. Like, I know Sammy is this intergalactic bounty hunter also. I just really like the way Sybil poses at the top of poles. No reason that she has to do this, but it looks cool. But Metroid Dread, I think, was the first time that I felt as cool as Samus probably does. Just with all the really slick maneuvers you could do. Oh, I will hydrate. Oh my gosh, my tea. Well, I'm glad to hear that, timid kaiju doughball. I guess I should ask if there's a name you prefer to be called. I mean to ask people that, whoops, but then I forget. But names are important. I want to get names right. And that goes for anyone. If there's something you want to be called, please let me know. Something that's fun about this game, too, is sometimes you look at a room layout. Uh-oh. And it looks daunting. And it's like, man, how am I going to make it across here? But then you do. And you feel so cool. Or you fall and you faceplant. You're like that one drill tweet. You know, so long, suckers. I rev up my motorcycle, creating a cloud of smoke. When the smoke dissipates, I'm lying dead on the pavement. That's how I feel playing this sometimes. In a good way. Sometimes you flub a jump and wipe out spectacularly. Thank God there's no fall damage. Any more books from me? You read a book about a restaurant that's going under. They're gonna need something big to save it. Maybe like a Scottish guy who yells a lot. And calls you a donkey. Doughballer DB, thank you! I would hope you're not late for dinner, the most important meal of the day next to breakfast. Can I make it up here? Let's see. Does Mallow belong in the mines? That's like a Maury Stream deep cut, I think. Is that a Maury Stream deep cut, actually? Mallow for the mines? You might be able to borrow Dread from a friend for New Year's Eve. Ooh, have you played it before? It's really fun. And it's also on my list of things I want to stream in the future. Although, I'm a little antsy at the thought of it because I've mentioned before my Joy-Cons are not the most cooperative. My right Joy-Con in particular, the R button, is not always that responsive. And in a game like Metroid Dread, where sometimes you need very precise, fast inputs, like for parrying, not the best, you know. Oh, you've not played it, and you've kept away from spoilers from it. You're an OG Mario RPG fan. Wonderful. Genuinely one of my favorite games of all time. And to this day, I'm still delighted that Nintendo decided to release the remake on my birthday. A present for me specifically. Thank you, John Nintendo. How did you know? So as I mentioned, I have played through this once before, not too long ago, which is why I'm streaming it, because I enjoyed it so much, and I thought I want to re-experience this movement. But also I thought it would be a good, just chill Saturday hangout stream. However, I don't really remember where stuff is, because I only played through it once. So, you know, if I wind up meandering a lot, or not making fast enough progress, please forgive. I am merely a humble goat, bunny, cat lady of some design. And belatedly, I also like the way upgrades show up on Sybil. As you can see, she has the greaves on now. It makes me think of Golden Sun, specifically, because I remember playing that in the GBA, and that blew my mind, because if you gave your characters different weapons, it would actually show up in battle, which I thought was so cool. You know, back in the day, your weapons would never show up for RPG characters, so you just kind of had to take it on good faith that they were using whatever you would equip them with. Well, the weapons showing up, I think, is cool. Maybe you don't want their armor to show up, though, because that will just look like clown shoes. Unless you have a game like Final Fantasy XIV's the Glamour system, which I love. Not that I've played 14 in a hot minute, but just so you can avoid looking like a total clown. There we go. I don't know why I tried jumping right at that. I need to... There we go. Your outfit lately has been a lot of indie games, so if I'm looking for games that are like popular AAA games with a few less zeros on the price tag, let you know. Absolutely. I love checking out indies. Like, honest to goodness, AAA stuff tends to just bore me to tears. Like, just visually. Like how I mentioned earlier, how I've really been enjoying games and just art generally made with limitations. And that's kind of how I feel about... I'm just gonna go in here to, like, if I fall, then I should respawn up here. Like, a game like this made with these deliberate low-poly limitations, I think forces developers to get creative about their art direction, and in turn, I think you wind up with a more memorable end result that way. Like, not just this low-poly look, but, like, the limited animation frames for Sybil as well is one of the things that drew me to this game, and I looked up, like, some gameplay of it, because I'd heard of Pseudoregalia. I think, Joe, you were the one who told me about it, to begin with. And all I really knew about it was the whole, what if Mario 64 but Metroidvania, basically. And seeing in action was what sold me. I thought, boy, I just really like the way this game looks. I want in there. I bet I can get in there if I'm really stubborn. Your favorite fit in Final Fantasy XIV was a cowboy outfit as you stared down world-ending abominations. Bless. I can totally get up there. I can totally get up there. I need to try again. You really don't, Maury. You really don't. You can get up here later. I know, but... Oh, please. Ow. Even these creatures are like, what are you doing? But please trust me from my initial playthrough of this game is that being a stubborn mule is an integral part of the Pseudoregalia experience. Okay, maybe not right now. Persona 3 and 4, if you recall correctly, let you see some of the armors equipped, but it was usually for comedic effect. Oh yeah, like the, Persona 4 especially, I had like the expensive ones that I think were like a separate costume slot. Pecan Tier. What is Pecan Tier? I'm not familiar with that one, but I would like to subscribe to your newsletter, by which I mean, please tell me about Pecan Tier. Not you, Hand of God. I have no idea what any of the enemies in this game are called. But that thing to me is the Hand of God, and I hate it. And I guess this tuba creature is just the thing that doots. This thing is basically flipping me off. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah, sorry, like a stubborn goat. Forgive me. You know, just in a general sense, what are some things folks have been playing, or especially like anything you might have picked up from the Steam Winter Sale? Because I haven't gotten anything from it yet, but I've been thinking I should pick up at least a couple things for stream. This is an interesting room. Hello. Untextured shiny goat. They kind of remind me of like the jewel chow you could get in Sonic Adventure 2 through some arcane means.
Shit.
Mm-hmm. That's about what a conversation with a chow is like. I've heard of Stray. How is Stray? I've heard some people say they really like it, and some people say they find it too twee. Now, as someone who loves cats dearly, does anything bad happen to cats? Because I would be devastated. Ow. Oh, heck, this maid. Ow. I should maybe lock on. Okay, goodbye. Uh-oh, several of you playing Balatro. Uh-oh. I'm gonna drink my tea. Hold attack until your weapon is ready. Release to strike. A more powerful attack that locks you in place. Can be used to destroy heavy barriers. I got this early because I missed it for a very long time in my playthrough. I came up here. I parkoured up here stubbornly. And then I saw this green barrier and I thought, oh, I can't break it, I have to leave. So I just turned and left, not realizing I could slide under there. Honk honk. How is Rabbit in Steel? Oh, I should have knocked that down. See if I can still get up there. Uh-oh. Whoop. I've seen Nox play a little Rabbit in Steel. And it looks like, at least from my perspective, it makes me miss my Viera in Final Fantasy XIV. Actually, this game also makes me miss my Viera from Final Fantasy XIV. Moriarty, spelled with a couple of H's in there. Because initially, when I started the game on the free trial, did you know Final Fantasy XIV, the award-winning MMORPG, has a free trial up to like level, what is it now, like 70? Something? I don't know. But when I started the game, the free trial was only up to the second expansion. So I was a Mikote to start with, a cat. Which is fine. But after you beat A Realm Reborn, you get a free what's it called? What's the name of the special juice you drink that changes your appearance? A Fantasia, thank you. I was gonna say like HRT, but in a non-trans way. Although maybe you can trans your player character's gender, I don't know. But yeah, Fantasia. So as soon as I got that, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to be a bunny. Because at that point, I forget if I'd either caved or bought the full game, which I shouldn't have, because it's the Steam version, and guess what? You're a sucker for playing the Steam version, which is something I didn't know until it was too late, rip. But I was like, no, I have to be Viera. Well, I had like this brief moment of like, if I change to Vieira from a Mikote, am I gonna, like, regret it? Am I gonna, like, look at my cool rabbit and think, man, I miss my cat? Nope, 0 regrets. I love being a rabbit. And a short rabbit. I mean, Vieira are all inherently very tall. But I made mine the shortest you could possibly make a Vieira, which is still quite tall. And I think taller than the humanoid race. What are they, the Hure? What Final Fantasy was it, Hume? Was that like 12? Like the Ivalice games? Always bun, no regrets. You've heard about people who couldn't play Stray after the first 10 minutes because the cat being in peril at all was too distressing to see. I absolutely understand that. There's just something about animals in distress, generally, as a narrative trope that I really struggle with. I can't do it. Mori, don't you really like the novel Watership Down? Yeah, but that's different. Is it more? It's different, okay? Hume is Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. Okay, thank you. Could not remember. Hello, friend. Daily and Pecan Tier Ghostbuster Spirits Unleashed. The third So Much Stuff game. And a Boy and His Blob remake. I'm wondering how, I wondered for a long time how that game is. I remember we used to have, when I was really little, a Boy and His Blob on the original Game Boy. And I couldn't make heads or tails of it. I was really small. And I don't think I could read very well yet. Sipping my tea. So I remember, like, I didn't have the manual. So, like, I couldn't figure out what all the beans did. Or, like, why can I feed this blob ketchup beans? And sometimes he would turn into a trampoline or whatever based on the beans. But anyway, I couldn't figure out how to get past the first bit of that game.
They took away all my furniture.
Sorry, I just left you unread, little buddy. I'm sorry. You were spilling your soul out to me about your lost furniture, and here I am. I got a key. Do I want to burn a key? Sure. I mean, there's enough keys for every door. I don't know what this leads to, because I don't remember. Maybe a shortcut? 3 words for a Boy and His Blob remake. Designated hug button. Now, for the true blob experience, like, you would hug the blob, and then the blob would come away with, like, every little piece of lint on your shirt. Like the blob is basically a lint roller. Like those sticky little stress balls you can sometimes find in toy stores, which have a fun texture, but then you think, no, these are immediately going to be covered in fuzz. If they weren't already covered in fuzz in the store itself. I see the glow of that upgrade. Gentlemen. 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 Uh-oh. Gentlemen. Uh-oh. Ooh. I want to say who's hurgling, like when I've been playing Resident Evil, but it's not really a hurgle sound. Who's stomping, I guess, but it doesn't sound as delightfully silly. I'm glad that there's a hug button. Sunsetter. Use this to break through fragile floors or simply stop yourself in the air. Jumping right after the plunge will result in a high jump. I love platform game physics. God, I wish I could do that in real life. Again, I don't know, I've never tried. Whoa, excuse me. I'm parkouring here, give me a second. But I'm glad that there's a hug button in that game. It makes me think of, if, you know, Chad doesn't mind me bringing it up again, Sakuna of Rice and Ruin. Hey, you should play Sakuna of Rice and Ruin. Because among other things, you get dogs and cats. I can't go this way right now. On your rice farm, and you can pet them and pick them up, and there's no like in-game reason to do so. You don't get a benefit for it or anything. Actually, I want to go out here, but I like that you can. And apparently, in a later update to the game, they made it so you could pick up a cat and a dog simultaneously, which I didn't know. I never tried, like a fool. Where am I? You know, actually, I want to go outside. Excuse me. Pardon me. You should. Big recommend that game. And I'm not really much for farming sims these days. Like, you know, I've played a ton of Harvest Moon 64, and Friends of Mineral Town and more Friends of Mineral Town, Animal Parade. Also, this music, as the cool kids say, rips. This music rips. Oh, you described Picantier earlier. Hang on, let me. Uh-oh. I was gonna check that out and scroll the chat, but oh, the mouse is trying to control the game. Hang on. I'm just gonna scroll up really quick. It's a slow life RPG like Stardew Valley, but no deadlines for completing things. You go at your own pace and do as you please. I think we as a society need games that don't pressure you. But we also do need games that pressure you, to be clear. We need both. I know a lot of people really like laid-back, cozy games, and those I enjoy on occasion when you just want to chill and vibe. Is this a laid-back, cozy game? It kind of is to me, because this to me is I'm just vibing. I'm hopping around, I'm doing sweet flips. I was actually thinking about this the other day, and cozy games, wholesome games, you know, whatever you want to call them, and thinking about like why they draw some people in and why they repel some people. For me, what I like in games is escapism where I get to feel like I'm going on an adventure. I'm saving the world. I'm doing something cool and impressive, like getting this key. Excuse me. But for a lot of people, maybe just being able to live like a laid-back, cozy life without pressing deadlines, without worrying about doom and gloom and despair is sort of the ultimate escapist fantasy. And that's why, again, cozy, wholesome games, whatever you want to call it, have had sort of this renaissance moment. Boy, that is a really persistent night. Let's see if I can get up here. Nope. Ow. Alright, I can do this. Hang on. Okay, you were in my way. And I wanted to do some sweet parkour up there, but you will not let me, sir. This dog-looking knight. Ah, the sword has gone rogue. You were informed your Sona was described as Moomin-coded. You know, how is the Snufkin game? I've never experienced Moomins outside of like seeing like snippets of the comics or something on Tumblr. Ah, heck. But everything I've seen of Moomins delights me. Ugh. Come on, Maury. There we go. Why was that so hard? I don't know. Snufkin is a cozy stealth game. Eat your heart out, Snake. Solid Snufkin. You feel cozy depending on the person playing them. You know what? I think you're right. Like, there's certain personalities that are really sort of loud and over the top, and then you have whatever I'm doing who, you know, plays horror games and will genuinely say, my goodness, or hello without a trace of irony. Anyway, Solar Wind completes the technique of the slide. Cross long distances with an airy long jump. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. This is the good stuff. Now we are Mario 64. Yahoo! Hang on, I need to... Oh no, I can't. I need to re-scroll the chat. Hang on. Yes, I would say that is Moomin-coded, for sure. Just like round, like friend shape, which I know is a very vague term, but you just kind of know when you look at a creature, when you think this creature is friend-shaped. This one would wish me well, instead of like whatever this... These creatures are wishing upon me. Peace and love? No, bees and mud. Get out of here, hand of God. Okay, I wonder if I can get over there. Nope, hang on. Oh, and hang on, I have to go back to chat, because now Twitch is like, you paused the chat. You scrolled it too far. What have you done? Anyway, the Solar Wind move is great, not only because it's a long jump and improves your movement options, but it also gives you more speed, because you can kind of do this repeated... Heck. This repeated bunny hop. Wow, I failed to use the technique I just got for this express purpose. Good. You get friend-shaped a lot, too. Intentionally, I hope. Hello, egg. Okay, can I get over there with what I have? Maybe. Nope. Oh. If I felt really fancy, I could probably stubbornly get up there. But I feel like that would just be a long and tedious undertaking. And I want this to be a relatively chill, relaxed stream. And thus, not me falling off things for 20 minutes. Woohoo. I am healthier. I want it, though. I want it. I want it. Not right now. Not right now. I agree. Like, I think Crow Country did. I've heard some people describe it as, like, kind of cozy horror. And you know what? I would agree with that. Just the feeling it gives is very... Like, it has, as Claire said, it has its difficult sections, but lots of down and relaxed areas. So it's not just go, go, go stress all the time. Because I think that's important, too. You need to have some contrast in your game. You know, I'm thinking about, I want to get back up on the outer wall. How best to do that? Maybe... Ugh, not quite. Maybe I can just get up over here. So there's certain techniques I found that the game doesn't tell you about, but if you experiment and mess around, you can do certain things like the side flip, like you could in like Mario 64, is the most obvious one. But then I found if you... and then backflip, you slide, and then backflip, you can go pretty high. If you time it just right, you get an even higher flip, and your trail is blue. But I haven't figured out how to do that consistently yet. There's a way to do it. You could always restream something if you feel like your first attempt at something was not conducive to the atmosphere you were hoping to, you were hoping to establish with that kind of game. No one says your first stream of a game has to be your only stream of a game. Oh, posture check, thank you. You just remembered something about Sybil's weapon. It was inspired by the sword-like tonfa the character Vice uses in Skies of Arcadia, like the kind of rounds blade thing. No. I screwed it up again, heck. What I really need to do is master, so if you do the input for your ground pound high jump, but then you cancel at it with a jump, Sybil will backflip. And if you combo that with wall kicking, you can make it up to some places. But the fact that she kicks backwards is what hecks with me. There we go. Okay, now I did it. Redemption arc. You saw the dev mention on Biscotti. It took me a sec to realize, oh, Blue Sky. Beesky. What are people calling Blue Sky? I mean, you've heard I call it Beesky. I'm sure no one else calls it that. I'm gonna see if I can't get over there. Oh, I wanted to flip. I wanted to flip. Clumsy britches. Okay, there we go. You call it Beesky like that Hunter lady. Bisky. You know, I've never seen Hunter. It's pronounced like that, right? You don't say Hunter x Hunter. I've heard it's good. Even though, like, massive shonen epics tend to put me off because of their length and how I just expect, like, bloat, and also the girls are terribly written. But I've heard it's really good. Oh, we've read this already. The 3 powers of the sun, one can find their own path. I like biscotti. Biscotti is good. So I got here, and then I saw this gate, and then I thought, oh, I probably have to hit a switch, like, somewhere else in the game worlds, and I have no idea why I thought that. Maybe because I was still too early into the game to concretely realize that if you hit a switch, it will affect the room that you're in. So really, I'm fully capable of getting up here. I just left prematurely and then wound up kicking myself for it. Because don't miss what's in the tower here if you can avoid it. What is clear sky? I've been trying to, like, really carefully curate my feed there. I mean, even when I used the bird site, I tried to curate my feed very carefully there. Like, mostly I would follow artists or stuff that's video game related or Japanese cat pictures. You know, I have to improve my Japanese proficiency somehow. And what better incentive than pictures of kitty cats? I don't know what Biski is like, and if sort of the culture there has shifted to be more like the bird site 2.0, and I hope not. Because one thing I like about Biski, at least when I first hopped on it, is that it really did seem more artist forward. And I saw a lot more artists posting their work, because that's what I like, really, on any sort of, I hate saying social media, but you know what I mean. I want to see cool artwork, you know? It tells you who's blocking you, who you're blocking, and what list you're on. Oh, I don't want that forbidden information. Oh, that's entirely too stressful. Okay, let's see. I want to get up there, so there must be a switch somewhere. Maybe I ran away from here too soon. Let's see. Up. There we go. Okay. I'm up here now. Good. This must be what it feels like to be a cat and climbing on things and thinking, yeah, I like being tall. I want to be tall. Oh, good luck with work. Horn went out for you. Oh my god, my tea. Ugh. Oh no, I've spilled some of my tea. I mean, it's green tea and there's nothing in it, so... just water. But I didn't read... well, it's fine. Cling gem. Hold tight to walls where you propel yourself a short distance. Can be jumped out of and can go around curved walls and corners. I got basically everything else in this game and scoured everywhere else I could have before I got the cling gem. And I kicked myself for it. Don't be me! Anyway, you can see it again on Sybil's left hand, and I do believe she will always have her left hand on the wall regardless of, like, what side is closest to it. Let me see. Yeah. Because she has her tonfa, her dream breaker, in her right hand. Nice little attention to detail. When they say spill the tea, they don't mean it literally. Look, I'm Boo Boo the Fool. All I'm good for is falling into pits and spilling tea. You know, honestly, if you feel like taking a sabbatical from the internet would be good for your mental health, do it. I mean, I have a friend in chat here, who I'm not going to personally call out unless they want to, who did the same thing, and they said it was very beneficial for their own mental health. So it might be worth looking into, or just even, like, severely limiting what sites you allow yourself onto, just for the sake of your health. So, you know, avoiding anything algorithmic, but without shutting yourself off completely if you need, you know, to, like, do research or something. Whoops. Slippery. Yeah, the internet is definitely stressful. And I think that's why, in a lot of ways, I'm largely a hermit when it comes to things like social media. Now, there's a big old door here with 5 conspicuous locks. Appointed by the guarded hand in the bailey. Well, I got that one already. Check the hand of guide. Deep in the underbelly, surrounded by holes. Well, I'm honored that you've come here despite your notifications being off, and that you found it to be a pleasing place. I do try and cultivate a very laid-back atmosphere. Atop the distant tower beckoning the lost livestock. On center stage for all to see in the theater. Sitting upon a lonely throne forgotten in the keep. Oh yeah. Key. I wonder if anyone has ever gotten here with all the other keys and thought, oh my god, where's the 5th one? I can't find it. Oh, it's here. I don't really know what that switch I hit did. This one. Maybe it made like a pole appear or something so I can get back up easier. Maybe. I don't remember. Well, whatever. The tower is open. And we're not going to need to come back here for a while. Oh gosh, no, I don't mind in the least. I take that as a huge honor when people say that they find my streams are a nice place to de-stress and vibe to, because that's exactly what I want to do, you know? Like, I've had people tell me that they like listening to me to fall asleep. Like, they'll put on one of my streams or a VOD or whatever, and I take that as a huge compliment. Because I know I do the same thing. There's certain people I like to listen to as well when you want to wind down and, like, you need, like, the noise, kind of. And not in the sense that, oh, this person is boring me and they're putting me to sleep. But no, it's cozy to listen to, you know? Kind of like being read a bedtime story. Except sometimes, like, Ganondorf is there. Speaking of Ganondorf, many say the underbelly's the best cut of a pig. Oh man, I definitely sympathize with that. The anxiety of creating art. And it's something that I've been wrestling a lot with, but I've been finding in, like, very recently, like the past few months, that I've tried just creating really self-indulgent art just for me. And when I say self-indulgent, that can look different for each person. But for me, I think about, okay, what are some, like, just even colors that I like to use, you know, okay, or what are some design traits that I like, and then trying to just do designs based off that, you know, or trying to tell stories just for me. And not that it's a fix at all, but I think going into art with the attitude, the view that first and foremost, that this is something for me. And if it resonates with other people, that's great. But it doesn't have to, because primarily it's for me, and that's okay. And at the same time, I also, and I think I posted about this on Beesky the other day, how it's valid to, you know, think, I just want to make art just for me. There's so little. But also, I want to be validated. You know, I want praise for my art. I want people to tell me that it resonated with them. Surprise. I wish this was like the strongest enemy in the game. It might be. I don't know. I guess it would be kind of unsporting if it killed you in one hit, but it would be really funny. Being read a bedtime story of Ganondorf is there sometimes. You don't remember that in The Cat in the Hat. Well, you haven't read the special director's cut version. I should maybe look at my map, because I will definitely get turned around here if I'm not careful. Let's see. So I'm in this room. Okay, yeah, and this is where I came from. I can climb up the fire pole if I wanted to leave the underbelly, but why would I want to leave the underbelly? It's spooky in here. Oh, they're still coming. They're still coming. That's me. That's me when I'm upset. Like, all this impotent rage packed into a tiny Well, I was going to say ineffectual package, but no, that little creature is very effectual at bringing the hurt. I don't think I'd be able to do it. I'm too soft. And that's why I play video games. Let's see. Can't get up there right now. I guess I go this way. I think if I go here, this will lead me back into the castle. Oh, but it's... I can't get through it from this direction. It's blocked off. When I first played this, I parkoured. Sorry, it's not about Ganon. Here we go. I parkoured real good. And I didn't have this ground pound technique. So let me, if this leads to where I think it does, I got all the way here, and then well, not quite here, like further out. Point is, I got to a place and realized I couldn't continue because I needed that ground pound high jump ability, and I did not have it. Wee. Oh, that's rough. Like, especially when you're trying to pour your heart out about something personal and just being dismissed like that. Ow. Don't do it at me. Okay, I'm not going there because I do remember what's there, and I don't believe I can clear it right now. There's a key in there. Yeah, this leads to the castle, and I got here because I parkoured real good without the high jump, but then I got there and like, oh, I can't actually get through here because I have no way of breaking this. Never mind. And then I had to leave with my tail between my legs. As a tender of hot beverages, I have the power to destroy any one person, completely and utterly, a power I wield dutifully. This is true. You can destroy anyone with hot coffee. Once. And then, for some reason, they don't let you do it again. I'm gonna drink my tea. It is already getting fairly tepid. I was correct in my initial assertion. Yeah, so we've been here. I'll continue so you can see how it connects. So here, and up there was where I got this smash move, in there with the green walls. So I got through here without the high jump, because I think I just wall kicked up here. I was very stubborn about wall kicking up here. I guess I don't need to try and replicate it, because I could just do that. Nope. Nope. Mori, please. I'm in agony. But then I got all the way down here, and then I had to go all the way back. But I guess it's not really a Metroidvania, if you want to call it that, if you don't stubbornly try and go somewhere, and then discover that despite your best efforts, you were walled off anyway, because you're missing an ability. Like, you can't turn into a ball or whatever. That's perhaps the one thing that Samus has over Sybil. Is that, as far as I'm aware, Sybil cannot become a ball. Maybe she needs to try. Anywho, that's back to where we've already been, so let's go this way. And hope I don't get disgustingly lost. I'm glad that I'm playing this having already played it once before, because when I think about my initial playthrough and how I spent so long going back and forth between areas thinking, oh, I can totally get okay, I can totally get through here now. only to discover, no, I can't, and then again having to shamefully backtrack tail between my legs. So you don't have to watch all that now. I am cutting out the middleman, the embarrassing middleman. Okay, can I reach? No. Okay. Is this not happening? Actually, well, there's a bubble there. I spent a long time not properly understanding how these bubbles worked. Because I thought, oh, you have to use them really quickly or their effect dissipates and you lose it. But no, they will just stay until you jump, and I guess I was just panicked button mashing. Whatever I was doing. See, another good reason why I'm playing this on stream for my second time through and not my initial playthrough. So you don't have to see me make an utter fool of myself, unless you want that, I guess. But surely that entertainment value would only stretch so far. Nope, we're okay. We're okay. Saved it. Let's see, where am I going? There's a fella down here. Oh, I definitely get that impulse to take something the wrong way. Like, when you're already in a bad place. Well, I remember this room. The first picture I think I shared on B-Ski of me playing this game was because I had soft-locked myself in this room. So I didn't go into this room initially. What I did was look at this and think, I bet I could parkour up here. And then I did, but if you go in there, or rather you go into this room from either door, it locks both of them. The thing is, the door locks are tethered to these enemies. And what had happened, I came through the upper door, and then I defeated all the enemies in this room. And then I approached the lower door, causing them both to lock. But because I had already destroyed all the enemies in the room, they did not open again. To the point where, I mean, it wasn't a big deal because there's a save point right outside, so it's not like I lost progress. Ow. But I did go look up, like, Steam forums, like Pseudoregalia Underbelly Softlock, and yeah, other people had done the same thing. Solidarity. It really does feel like a Mario 64 ROM hack of the levels, doesn't it? I was looking briefly to see if there were mods available for this game. There's a randomizer, which I'm kind of considering, genuinely considering, like, do I want to install the randomizer of this? I mean, I don't know if I know the map well enough, but at the same time, parkour is fun. But there is, and I haven't tried any of the other mods, there was one that was like just Rico Harbor from Mario Sunshine. Gained an aspect of heliacal power, allows you to perform an additional air kick. I wish I could read this. It haunts me. There's a mod to make her thick. I mean, if that's what floats your boat. You know what, I didn't point it out. But so in the options of this game, there's one accessibility setting. And that is, right here at the bottom, give Sybil pants. It's the only accessibility setting in this game. Did I not turn it on? I thought I did. Or maybe because she has the sun greaves on already? Yeah, she might, it might because of the sun greaves, but I thought, like, that's a weird accessibility setting. But then I was looking up, like, I wanted to find some reference pictures of Sybil because I wanted to try drawing her. Still haven't managed a good drawing yet. I can't figure out how the face works at all. But then I realized, oh, I think I understand now why people might want the pants mod if they get distracted. And I'm not saying this is a place of judgment. Please understand, zero judgment. I just didn't even consider it, and I thought it was very funny. Like, oh, that's why.
But man, if that's what makes you happy, Godspeed. I don't actually know if I have to duck here, but I've never been brave enough not to. I mean, not that it would really matter. Where am I going? Here. Okay, oh, I'm up here now. Okay. I see. Incidentally, I haven't asked chat precisely how the volume is, but I hope it's good, because I like the music in this game quite a bit. Like, it's not a huge soundtrack, but what they've got, I think, is quite enjoyable, and I've had a lot of it stuck in my head for a while. Also, I will absolutely forget the fact I have the Cling Gem, like 100%, because I played through so much of this game without it that I completely forgot it was a thing. So if I go to a room and I look at an obstacle and I think, oh, I don't think I could do this right now, you have permission to go, no, Maury, you can totally do it. You have the power, you have the upgrades, you just need to believe. I'm just impressed at just the kind of stuff people will make mods for. Like, no, that's a labor of love, is enjoying a game so much that you wanted to put more stuff in it. Goodbye. Sorry. It's fine. We keep the key. I think I do want to try and get over there, though. I want to get to that door. What is the easiest way to go about that without grievously injuring myself? Actually, no, I could do that if I just flipped. Hang on. Okay. Okay, flip up. And then kick, flip. Okay, there we go. Did it. More games need ska music. What's a good example of a game with ska? Except Splatoon, because of course. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, Tony Hawk. How could I forget Tony Hawk? Well, I never played a lot of Tony Hawk. That's my excuse as to why I forgot Tony Hawk. I forget which one was on the N64, but my brother and I played that one. And I remember making my skater I can't really say look like Bubbles from the Powerpuff Girls, because I mean you cannot recreate those proportions in a Tony Hawk game. But I remember one of the clothing options was like a hoodie with a black stripe across the middle, so I made it blue. And my skater was a small girl with blonde pigtails named Bubbles. I also have a vague recollection of my brother and I saying that certain songs on the soundtrack were like our skater's theme. I feel like, and I don't remember what my brother's skater was, what they looked like, or what their name was. Sorry, bro. Forgive. It's been years. But I think their signature song was Ace of Spades, and mine might have been... It was something by the Ramones. I don't remember if it was Blitzkrieg Bop or if it was I Want to Be Sedated. It was one of the two. Okay. I want that. I'm gonna try and get it. No, I did it wrong. Rip. You know, honestly, I will make myself, like, if the game, like, implies that, you know, like, oh, come on, depth perception, that the player character should be a stand-in for you, or if you're given the option, I like to put myself in a game, like Pokemon is the most obvious. There we go. But I also think specifically of Etrian Odyssey. I have put myself in every single Etrian Odyssey guild that I've made. As different classes, usually. Very first one was Etrian Odyssey 2, and I made myself the medic. And then I realized, oh, I want to hit things. I can't do anything with these black holes right now. Never mind. Forget it.
I don't remember where you get the thing that helps you deal with the black holes. I'm curious, other folks in chat, if you have to make a character for a game, like if there's no prefabricated character, do you make yourself? Do you make an established original character of yours? Do you try and recreate a character from another piece of media? Or do you just make a character wholesale specifically for that game? Mori War Cleric confirmed. I mean, I do main, well, I say as if I played 14 anytime in the last year. I do main White Mage. Where's that I'm a healer but? Anyway, so I've not been engaging with these crystals thus far, but they're little time trial challenges that are totally optional. If you do it, you get an extra outfit for Sybil, and I like the outfit you get from this one. I don't know how long I'm gonna deal with beating my face against the wall. Partially because I don't want to ruin my hands, but I want it, so I'm gonna try. Rip. Hang on, I don't remember the route. Hang on a minute. So 1 minute 9 seconds is your target time. Hang on, I'm gonna reset it, but I need to think about where I'm going. Let's see, when I initially did it, how did I do it? I feel like... Where did I go? I went up here. Then I think I went over here. Maybe, yeah, I went around. I went to this. And then over here, I jumped down, and then I got those, and then I think I finished with this one. That's how I did it anyway. We'll see. I will try. Oh, I had it. Oh, I always do that. It's like I don't believe, I don't have faith in the power of my jumps. And then I wall kick too much. And then terrible things happen. I missed the thing. Hang on. Well, I'm just gonna... Anyway. Definitely in the camp of either making up an original character you feel fits the worlds, or something it's bits of you or you think are cool, or making something up on the fly. I think it's really interesting hearing what people do in character creators. Because, you know, it's such an individual expression. You know, like, are people like me, where they put themselves into their games, or they want to distance themselves. Oh. Why did I do that? I don't feel like this is the correct route that I want to use. Thinking here. What if I... Okay, do this. Okay. No. Come on. Oog. You usually make a character you want to learn about, unless it's Pokemon or Animal Crossing and it's just you. That's a really good idea. I remember doing that actually with Final Fantasy 1. No, not the original NES version, because that was way before my time. But I played like the Dawn of Souls version on the PlayStation. That's how I first experienced the original Final Fantasy. And I remember naming my party members after some original characters I were trying to develop. I didn't wind up doing much with one of them, but it was still, I think, an interesting experiment. And I've done the same thing with Etrian Odyssey as well, where I'll name my guild members after characters like that I want to develop, or something like that. Oh, am I gonna do it? I don't know. Cutting it close, Mari. Cutting it close. No, I'm too slow. I'm slightly too slow. Heck, it was better though. I think I need to improve my routing, because it was a little redundant. You don't mind me doing this, right? I hope. It's fun. This is enrichment for me. Suffering. This is why we play video games. We as a society, collectively, because we love to suffer. But Maury, isn't it about experiencing other worlds, other perspectives, other points of view? No, suffering. Exclusively suffering, and nothing else. Maybe there's some triumph in there too. But what is triumph without a little suffering first? I really wanted to grab that one on the rebound. It didn't happen. Oh. Unnecessary wall kicks have made me fail so many of these little challenges. I'm not gonna make it. I panic and I kick the wall. Yeah, experiencing other worlds and suffering in them. I'm gonna try this a couple more times, but I also recognize that maybe everyone's patience is not as great as me. Maury, you're famously impatient. Yeah, but this is different. This is parkour. This is enriching for me. And some of the other time trial challenges in this, oh boy. I didn't do all of them. Good. I skipped one of them. There's one in the tower that I forgot to do. I think, because I remember, because I was finishing up this game not too long before a stream, maybe? Or maybe I just didn't want to wear out my hands because I was streaming later that night. So I saw the crystal in the tower and thought, no, I don't want to do this right now. And then I went and I beat the game, and then, oh, heck me. And then I just didn't go back for it. I'm like, I'm good. And then I looked up the outfit that you get from it. I thought, I'm not really missing it anyway. Hello, Andorra. I'm just beating my head against a wall, trying to parkour for no reason other than I get a fun little outfit if I do it well. And is that... I'm just gonna reset. Is that not why we as a society do anything? I mean, I know I just established that we play video games to suffer, but also for cute little outfits. Don't lie to me if you try and argue otherwise. It's all for the cute little outfits. In Animal Crossing and Final Fantasy XIV, whatever, fashion is the true endgame. For every game, even ones that might seem less fashion-forward, like, say, Metal Gear Solid 3. That's full of fun costumes. More games don't let you put an alligator head on your head. Maybe they should. Why can't I make Sybil wear an alligator head? I guess the horns would get in the way. Okay, she's excused, but nobody else is. Okay, that was better. Maybe I'll do it. 10 seconds, Maury. Okay. Did I do it? I did it! Ah. And then I get here and it's not gonna be the costume I thought it was. I'm gonna be disappointed. Whatever. I did it. Gained an aspect of nostalgia. So, Pseudoregalia, to my understanding, was initially made as a game jam game, which I think you could still get for free on itch.io. And this design is apparently her initial design, but polished up a little. So I like, she has like these forelocks and a little like kind of scarf cape thing going on. And I like this spiky forelock because it just reminds me of how I used to design characters. Oh, why did I do that? That's not the save crystal. That's right, endgame is always glamour. It's all about suffering and looking good while doing it correct. Okay, so I did that. I'm gonna sip my cold tea and think about where I'm going. There's still a room I've not been in, kind of sandwiched between some other rooms there. I wonder if that's the one I couldn't progress in because I can't do anything about those black holes yet. I really wish, and I expressed this earlier, I really wish the mini-map had a marker to show exactly where Sybil is standing in this big room. Because I will get turned around. It's like Hollow Knight. I love Hollow Knight. That's why I got into streaming on Twitch, is because I loved Hollow Knight and wanted to share it with friends. My one, like, biggest critique of Hollow Knight is the fact that you can't see your location on the map without equipping a specific charm for it. Which you can only do at a bench, and then it takes up one of your precious charm slots. And yeah, it's only one slot, but maybe I need that point for something else. And anyway, I think seeing yourself on a map should be free. Okay, I want to see where's this room? Okay. So this comes out the other side. So there's a room somewhere in between that I've not been to yet. Is it up there? And I can't reach it? Oh yeah, it is up there. Maybe that's where the room with all the black hole balls in leads out to. I'm not sure. But I'm not sure how to get up there right now. You like the early 20th century look of the HUD and the menu. It's Art Deco, I think? I want to say Art Deco, because that was my impression too. When I played this game, is I like the Art Deco look for. I hope it's Art Deco and I'm not just embarrassing myself. My Frosty, it's not even frosty yet. I could stick it in the fridge, I suppose. It's just kind of tepid at this point and disappointing. Why is that? That, you know, like tea and coffee, great hot, great iced, but never shall they meet in the middle. Nobody likes a tepid beverage. Maybe somebody does. And, you know, that's fine. I will understand and respect that. Well, no, I will respect it. I can't say I'll understand it. Whoop, don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. It looks like a Digimon. Like, oh gosh, Calamon, I think, from Tamers, the 3rd season. The little white creature with the purple tips on its ears and green eyes and like red markings and some plot significance, but I can't remember exactly what it did. You had different issues with that charm in Hollow Knight. You were good at visualizing where you were, but you wanted to see the map, which you can't always do. I think you can pull it up while you're moving in Hollow Knight, kind of like this, but then as soon as you do anything more action-y, it's put away. You drink a lot of room temperature stuff, but that's because you're lazy. I mean, I will respect that too. Okay, let's see. Where do I want to go? I mean, the world is largely my oyster, except for the places I can't go, because there's still another movement ability I don't have, and I don't remember where you get it. I don't remember where a lot of things are. Let's see. So this room leads to where a small key was. There's some stuff I haven't been to if I go back this way. Yeah, and then down here. During the summer you ran your ice maker, but you don't really want cold drinks in winter, no? I mean, I'm a weirdo who will drink hot tea in summer. Well, up to a point. Even I have my limits on hot tea. Okay, so this leads here. Okay, I haven't been up here. Oh, that's, yeah, Cornifer, that's true. You do need to find Cornifer before you can look at the map. Oh, I can't. Okay. Okay, never mind. I mean, I didn't mind Cornifer too much, but your own mileage may vary. All right, I can't do this yet. I mean, I like that you could hear him singing, so you had sort of an audio cue as to where to find him. Imagine the map rooms in Metroid played a jaunty little tune whenever you got close. It's definitely equivocal, right? Gained an aspect of clear minds. Collect all 3 to hold more magical power. which I believe extends your little bar on the upper left there, so you can store up to 4 chunks. Oh, it's my stick. Only big. As far as I'm aware, you can't interact with this stick in any way. It haunts me. But, you know, even in that sense, it feels very true to the Nintendo 64 and other games of this era, which would often have details that make you think of, like, was there something supposed to be here? Is there cut content? Am I missing out? That would be really cute. That would be a great corner for cosplay. Especially if you were like a volunteer for the convention and be like, yeah, I'll hand out pamphlets. Your throat might get worn out though if you had to hum all day. Also, here's some more music that's been stuck in my head all week. I want to go up there. I can do this. Forever forgetting I can do this. If you missed it, you missed me saying it earlier in the stream, so this ability here, this wall cling, I missed for a very long time in this game, like an embarrassingly long time. And I had scoured pretty much everything else, and parkoured, I think, as well as I could have. But there were just some obstacles I couldn't get through, thinking, I just need the wall cling, where is it? And then I found where it was, and it was a place I had discounted early on, thinking, oh, I can't get there yet. Somehow completely forgetting, Mori, you're playing the parkour game. Yes, you can. Did that late. Okay, we're good. Ohayo gozaimasu, Boogie. How are you? Okay, made it. Let's see. In a way, it makes me think of Breath of the Wild when I first played that. And it took a bit for it to really sink in. In Breath of the Wild, if you see something, you can climb it. Like, I remember early on in the Great Plateau, there's like a little ruin area with like some deactivated guardians in it. Well, most of them are deactivated. One of them isn't. And I remember finding out the hard way, thinking, I wonder if I can, like... What was I trying to do? I, like, side hop their laser. Thinking to myself, you know, like, this game saves frequently and has an autosave. Can I side hop their laser? No. Most emphatically, no. Link just obliterated instantly. But it was really funny. Anyway, I remember feeling a little stuck there, thinking I want to get on the other side of this fence, but I don't know how. You know, if only it looks cracked, if only I had bombs. Oh, and then remembering, oh yeah, I can climb things. Remind you of missing the Pegasus boots in Link Between Worlds until you only had things that required it remaining. Honest to goodness, I love A Link Between Worlds. Oh heck, I shouldn't have done that. I need to wall cling. I kick instinctively. That took me a while. The first time I played A Link Between Worlds, trying to get the Pegasus boots. And not figuring out, or like struggling to figure out how I could sneak up on that guy. Same with there's a bit where you need to go to Zora's domain, and there's a Zora nearby complaining, saying how they can't get across. Oh heck, and they feel stuck. And I was stuck for a while trying to think, how do I get to the other side of this gap? Okay, why is it activating late? Maybe I need to press it and not hold it preemptively. Okay, let me... If I hold it... Okay, it does come on if I keep it held. But not as expediently as I would like. Yeah, both times, in both those cases in A Link Between Worlds, I had just utterly forgotten the central mechanic of the game. Heck. Oh, no, we're good. I completely and utterly forgot the central conceit of A Link Between Worlds, that you can merge into walls. Woo. That was almost embarrassing. I'm glad this game doesn't have fall damage. Maybe somebody should mod it to have fall damage. Like the Masochist mod. Well, there was a thief in the original that you could catch up to with the Pegasus boots, like in Kakariko Village, but you didn't get anything from him. Like the guy in the hat, right? A key, but it's locked up tight. Well, let's see. I guess I'll just pick a path. Being able to climb everything in Breath of the Wild kind of ruined every other game where you can't do that. Truly. Like, to the point where, like, I found myself playing other games and sort of planning, like, okay, I'll get to here by climbing up this place. No, oh yeah, I can't do that. Did anyone else sort of have, like, you play too much Breath of the Wild, and then you find yourself, like, looking at things in real life and thinking, like, how can I climb that? Or you'll look at conspicuous spots in real life and think, I bet there's a Korok there. Wait. Can you, ma'am? Flame-headed maid? Everything is fine. Everything is fine. So I could go and heal with my Dream Breaker, but I believe if I sit here... She looks so tired. I've never seen her do that. All better. Drinking my tea. Also, hello, Susie. I'm curious, has anyone in chat actually played this game before? Because if you haven't, I assume it's probably still pretty cheap on Steam because of the winter sale right now. Like, I got it for less than 10 bucks Canadian, which is a great deal. Finding anything... Oh, that's... I thought it was a pole. That's not a pole. That's just a pit. Just kidding. Finding anything for a reasonable price in Canadian is great. But, yeah, if you like platformers and exploration and good movement, I would strongly recommend this. Presumably, again, you can still get it for very cheap. And it's really fun just zooming around. Your mileage may vary, I suppose, depending on how much you enjoy classic platformers of yore. But I'm having a great time. Condolences to the Canadian dollar. Ugh, yeah, don't remind me. Trying to buy anything is a nightmare in this economy. Oh, that doesn't really lead me anywhere useful. I need to get up. Okay, so there is a way up. Oh, there's not enough room for me to do my... There we go. There we go. You just gotta be stubborn. It was gifted to you, but you've been sick, so haven't felt up to playing it. Understandable. Incidentally, Nox, I hope you're doing better still. I'm a worrier. You know me. Or if you didn't know, you know I'm a worrier. I tend to worry about people. I want to get over there. What's the best way to do it? Can I parkour up here, maybe? I don't know if there's anything up here I can cling to. I'm trying to remember how I got across initially when I first played this, and I have absolutely no recollection. I was really stubborn and got up there somehow. The smoothness of this game actually bothers you. Like, you're expecting, like, lower frame rates kind of thing? No, I fell. I think there's, like, options to adjust. Well, I guess you can change the camera speed. And I feel like there's a way to... Yeah, so you can change, like, the frame rates and whatnot if you wanted to, so I could make it jankier if I wanted. I could lower the frame rate. 30 FPS now. Now, is this better? Does this look more correct in your eyes, the slower frame rate? Or does it somehow feel even weirder? I see you, Hand of God. I need to turn the frame rate back up. Now it looks too weird to me. I need that smooth 60, no, not 120, 60 FPS. Potato-fies your game. You know, just like the old days on the N64. Okay, I swear I can get up there. I just gotta, like, wall kick. No, I almost had it. I can do it, though. Wow. Not that way. Not that way. Hang on. Potato regalia. Or do you say regalia? Ah, heck. Is it I've been saying Pseudoregalia. Maybe it's Pseudoregalia. I have no idea. I think generally a good rule of thumb is that, no, if you hear me pronounce a strange word, it's not pronounced that way. Like, you can probably just take that as written, that however I say something, no, grab it, Sybil, it's wrong. Man was not meant for this smoothness. Nope. I think I need to kick the left wall first. You're not a platformer kind of gamer, but you found a really great game called Vernal Edge on the Switch that's platformer puzzle-solving game with great combat. Ooh. Like, when you mention puzzles, that especially makes my ears perk up. I've been playing on my own time on the Switch, and it's on Steam too. This very, how to describe it? Very, do I want to say esoteric? No. I'll just flat out say this puzzle game called Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, which I've greatly been enjoying. And it was, I think I said this on stream yesterday, that it felt a little overwhelming at first, just because you're sort of dumped into this area, this hotel, this whole set piece, and you can pick up these bits and pieces of information, but you don't know what to do with it, and you can encounter so many puzzles early on, and you think, do I have the tools to solve this right now, and am I just Boo Boo the Clown? No. But then, sort of as you explore and gain more information and the game opens up, and you sort of get a better idea of what the game is expecting from you, then I found I got really hooked in it. Now, if you ask me what the game was about, I don't know if I could concisely tell you. I think that's because I'm not quite finished with it yet. If I had to find a way to sum it up, I would say it's a game about art. Now, I don't know if that appeals to you or not. It appeals to me greatly, because I love thinking about art and what is art and how people engage with art. You might not like that. Maybe that sounds pretentious to you. I don't know, but I love it. I eat that stuff up. Now, Sybil, grab. Grab. For me, Sybil. For me, please. Genuinely, I keep forgetting I have this wall cling. Are you trying to tell me how to pronounce this? Or have you been possessed? And, well, I was gonna say it sounded like a cat walking across a keyboard, but you don't have a cat, so maybe it is possession. No, man, if I could just get that last flip in. Ooh. Agony. There is a piece of art I've been wanting to draw for this game, and I haven't done it yet because I still can't figure out how to draw Sybil. Maybe I can just get up there somehow. But something like half the time in this game, when you pull off a sweet stunt, you feel really cool. Like a triumphant pose, like a dramatic leap of faith over a chasm through thin air. And then half the time you're like, it feels like Sybil dying in a glue trap. Do you get me? Do you understand my vision? Oh, the Mystic Sword, hello! I think it's going pretty well, aside from the fact I'm falling off stuff, but is that not just life? What did I say life was? It's about suffering and fashion and falling off things. Oh, I was hoping that was a rounded edge. If it's rounded, she'll scoot around it, but it's not. Pseudoregalia? Pseudoregalia, okay. See, that's... Oh, you're giving me the absolute worst, most incorrect way of pronouncing it. I see. You're just cutting out the middleman for me, basically. Well, can I just wall kick up here, maybe? Maybe? Maybe if I start on the other side. My fourth wall kick. Nah. Maybe the other side. Or maybe if I start in these cages, that would be smart. No, wrong. There we go, I did it! And I almost fell off again. That's the Pseudoregalia experience. Parkour, and then you wipe out. Sybil dying in a glue trap. .png. But very belatedly, my day, I think, is going pretty well. I went out for an errand this morning, because I needed to buy a new pair of winter boots. And everything's on sale because it's well, it was Boxing Day, but now it's just Boxing Week. You know, because people gotta make those big sales. And correct me if I'm wrong, Boxing Day is not a thing outside of Canada? I don't think. But long story short, it's the day after Christmas and everything is on sale. And I don't really know why it's a thing, except commercialism, I suppose. Oh, that's right, Australia gets it, I forgot. At the back of my brain was saying, didn't somewhere else get it? Did Australia get it? And I thought, I better not say Australia also has it, because if I'm wrong, Boogie will instantly disprove me. There we go. Yeah, it's just Boxing Week now. Like, forget all the pretensions of Boxing Day. It's a whole week of deals. Don't you love deals, Squidward? Nah, Squidward? Okay. Well, that's not happening. That's not happening. Did I actually try and parkour my way across here? I did. It was not successful, and I quickly gave up thinking, some things are like swallowing the sun. Yeah, it might be a Commonwealth thing. I'm not sure exactly, but it's basically just consumerism. But anyway, I went out and bought some more winter boots. I hate shoe shopping. I truly hate it. I do it as little as possible. I remember once, I used to live with a roommate, and she, like, poked fun at me because I had, like, one pair of shoes, and she had, like, 8 or 9 or 10. I was like, why don't you have any more shoes? Like, I don't know. I need my work shoes. That's it. Trapped. But part of the reason I hate shoe shopping is not just, like, the expense and clothes shopping generally, but I have penguin feet, by which I mean I have wide feet. And it's a pain in the butt to find things that fit properly. Soul Cutter. Hold attack until your weapon is ready, release to fire. Enhances your charge attack with a long-distance projectile. If you have power available, it will consume a level to enhance the damage. Can be aimed in first person if need be. Oh yeah, right. Much like Star Fox 64 having that baffling first-person mode, so too does Pseudoregalia. Yes, if you too can parkour in first person, if you want. Thankfully, the camera does not flip with Sybil's perspective. Unlike doing a barrel roll in Star Fox 64, which is just instant motion sickness. Good. I'm awful at aiming this. There we go. That's why shoe shopping stresses you out. Hard to find lady shoes that fit wide feet. Yes, that's why it's a pain. Like, so many shoes for women are just dainty and little. I think I'm a size 8, but I'm an 8 wide, which is a problem. And looking at all these winter boots and going, okay, like, you know, this one seems all right. This is a good price point. You know, it's rated up to like -40 degrees. Oh, and it's not in my size, or it's in an 8, but only a regular 8, and not a penguin 8. Not a King Dedede 8. Right, I need to get over there. There's a hallway in Metroid Prime 2 that everyone will make several attempts to cross. So a hallway kind of like this, where the intent is that you use another ability to get across. But before you get that availability, or not availability, ability, you look at it and you're like, I could do this. If I'm just really tenacious and stubborn and completely dismiss with all pretensions of Samus's, or in this case, Sybil's life and safety. I can chill. Yeah, the screenshot I posted on Blue Sky, I took it out here. Because I thought, man, I like the colors here. Just not just the pink and brown, but just the way they do draw distance. With, what is it called? Like 3 points draw distance or something? I don't remember exactly, but it looks cool, is the point. Oh, someone's in jail. I think the intent here is to hit the other switch with your soul cutter and then hop across those 2 platforms as they popped out, but I didn't. I just hopped across. And then belatedly I'm like, oh, I was probably supposed to just hit that. But I like did that instead. Yeah. I mean, whatever works. There's one point of view badge mod in A Hat in Time that, like you'd expect, gives you first-person vision, except it does flip your camera during a double jump. Now that's commitment to the bit. Is it fun to play Hattie Time like that? Maybe. Maybe. Maybe, like, just how maybe there's someone out there that loves playing Star Fox 64 in first person. You know, as the king of all cosmos says, the Earth really is full of things. And you can't understand all the things in the Earth, but it's full of things. And you should at least respect them. That's my philosophy, and... oh, yes, I know, it's extremely hazardous to take life advice from the king of all cosmos, but just that one thing, let me have it. .5 out of 5, your honest opinion of I was gonna say, is that your shoe size? 3.5 and a half, but then I realized, no, it wouldn't make sense to say my honest opinion. My honest shoe size, governor. Okay. Yeah, first-person views are common with flight and driving sims. That I understand, but it's like just the way it looks in Star Fox 64 is difficult to work around. Because of, like, how the vision through the cockpit is not clear. It's not transparent, it's translucent. Like, there's just this layer of crud on the windshield of the R-Wing. Like, yo, Fox, maybe take your R-Wing to, like, the car wash someday, please. Hooray. Now I can get the key. And I'm gonna save. I don't think anything's gonna kill me. But, you know, better safe than sorry. I don't want to have to do all that again. Actually, where do I want to go? So this is... oh yeah, there's a thing at the top of the theater. Yeah, there's too much clutter and the actual viewing area is really small. There we go. I think maybe if the viewing area was larger and it wasn't cluttered and also your viewpoint did not rapidly rotate whenever you did a barrel roll. I never actually went into this room on my own file because I didn't have a key when I got here. So this is completely new to me. Oh, somebody's dooting. Looks like a Digimon. Okay, somebody go look up from Digimon Tamers, Calumon. It's spelled C-A-L-U-M-O-N. I swear this thing looks kind of like Calumon, but with a tuba. Okay, there's a thing up there. If I had a different ability, I could get up via these torches, but I don't, so I have to Oh, I thought I could... That was a ledge. It's not a ledge. I could probably just... There we go. Gained an aspect of empathy. Bonus power is built from attacks. Well, I'm not too broken up about missing that in my regular file. Right? You can see it, right? I'm not the only one. Also, check out that low poly, that crunchy, textured stained glass. I love it. Unironically. Just in case somebody hears that I love it and thinks it's sarcastic. No, I mean it. Really fallen into my low poly era, I guess. I don't think I actually want to go out this way, because this leads out, and I want to take the central exit. But I will go over here, and I'll have to parkour my way back up. But there's goats. I want to talk to the goats. They're cute. I did visit the National Portrait Gallery, yes, the first year I went to DC, so it was quite some time ago. But I thought it was really cool. It's been a long time since I got to go to a museum and just look at stuff. And usually when I've been to like museums, it's like during field trips, or like, you ever go to a place where you want to stop and look at the exhibits, but the people you're with are like clearly like just don't want to be there, or just like you feel like you're holding them up. But I went there with my best pal, and there was no rush. We all got to, we alls, if it's more than two of us, two of us walked around and perused the pictures at our leisure. It was very nice.
Ah, nuts. I really wanted to see the show today.
Oh, this one's tall. This is like an alpha goat. Sorry, miss. Can't let you in. Theater's closed until all the haze is gone. Aw. You're so big. Oh, the lobby has a wonderful stained glass roof. Clearly, next time I go to DC, I'm gonna have to revisit it.
I heard that the theater was still in good condition, but it seems even this place has been affected.
Oh, I can't talk to you. I can only talk to some of them. Are you my favorite goat?
Where have you been? 3 bean casserole? Not enough for one man. I can eat like 20 beans at least. So get to it. Please.
It's this goat. This goat's my favorite goat. Yeah, you know, I wanted to ask Boogie in more detail, like, more stuff you saw in DC. Because it's really cool thinking, wow, we've both been to the same place. I did want to go through that other exit, but it's like, now I'm here. I could poke around here for a bit. Magpie brain strikes again. Can I make it over there? Let's see. Maybe if I like... Yeah. The bean braggart. Like, that's so many beans for such a little fella. Oh, I want up here. Ugh, yes. Thank you, fourth wall kick. Okay, another aspect of clear mind. When you visited, you started out reading all the info on the portraits, but then you only made it through one floor and you realized you had to speed things up and even missed several wings. Yeah, I feel like there's sort of a point where you have to forego the artist's statements. Or, you know, to learn more about the subjects, because there's so much to see. But I guess a good excuse to come back someday, right? A good gallery has more stuff than you could possibly see in one go. Okay. Was this where I was? Yes, it was. I think? Maybe it wasn't. Oh, now I'm getting turned around. Your sister doesn't live in DC anymore. We'll tell her to move back. I mean, you could just go to DC. Okay, I think I know what room this is connected to. And if I go down here, I'll have a harder time getting back. So I'm not gonna go that way. I'm gonna go this way. Yeah, you just find some other excuse to go to DC. Now visit another museum there. Yeah, I liked your pictures of the sculpture guard, because I've been there too. I looked at it and like, oh, I've seen that sculpture. I know, there's something really... What is the word I want? You just feel this sense of connection when you know, someone talks about going to a place and you can think like, I've been there too. We've shared an experience across time and space, even if we're not there simultaneously. Yeah, you can travel by yourself. I want that. I see that. I want it. Like, basically all of my traveling for like the past like 10 years I've done solo. And granted, it is kind of scary and intimidating. A little bit. A little bit. Yeah, I wanna, like, wall kick. No. Oh, I fell too low. Maybe, I want it. This one I seem to recall gave me some trouble playing on my own too. I did get it. I just had to be really stubborn about it. Yeah, we walked the same streets. You could never, like, travel by yourself, you mean? It's definitely a little harrowing at first, just because you're basically on your own for navigation. But, and I know you're gonna give me a look if I say this, miss, open the map every 30 seconds. I do actually have a good sense of direction. I've got a good memory for where places are relative to one another. So that makes some of the navigation a little less harrowing. Oh, come on, I almost had it. Yeah, the Apothecary Museum is really cool too. I've also seen that one. Yes. Okay. I did it. I'm healthier. Why, Link's never had to do, like, sweet flips for his heart pieces. He doesn't know how good he's got it. Yeah, solo travel is definitely a little scary. Don't get me wrong. Oh. Oh, wait. Buble. Buble. Oh, goodbye. Wait, no. No. Almost. You never doubted me. I'm glad you didn't. I doubted myself a little bit. Oh, what? Good. I think, too, the other issue with solo traveling, if you want to call it an issue, is that it just feels lonely. No. Like, not being able to share experiences with someone else. Now, granted, when I travel, it's... Why? It's for the purpose of visiting. Okay, we're good. So when I get there, then I'm not all alone. But up until that point I am, and that's maybe not really even lonely at that point. That's the harrowing bit. And having no one else to share just the the agony of, you know, being in an airport with. I do not like being in airports, and I see why people describe them as liminal spaces. Because it feels like time doesn't really exist in an airport. Like, you lose your sense of time, your sense of direction. Like, people are wearing all sorts of outfits. Like you'll see people in suits, you'll see people in pajamas. I've seen people in, like... I've seen monks, I've seen rabbis with their hats. I've seen, like, big tour groups. It just feels like we're all stuck in this liminal space together. It's a weird paradox wherein you enjoyed being alone, but you want someone to experience it with you. Agree. Like, I get overwhelmed by company pretty easily. And I get burnt out socially very fast. That's one of the reasons why, if you've wondered, like, gee, Miss Mori, you know, how come you don't have, like, a stream Discord or something? And it's because I'm a hermit socially. And I don't want people to think I'm shunning them if I don't talk much, or that I'm being a snob. Because I remember being told that in, like, high school. Someone saying, like, boy, I thought you were a snob. It turns out you're really nice. You just never talk. Like, yeah, I'm shy. And I get burnt out easily. That's where that's connected from. And I don't want to worry about getting back up there. But there's something to be said for, I guess if you want to call it, like, parallel play. that's something I enjoy, where you just like you're enjoying comfortable silence with someone else, and you can engage with each other if you want to, but there's no pressure to do it. Versus something like say a family gathering or whatever. It's like, okay, you gotta go say hello to your aunts and uncles and cousins. You gotta be friendly and personable and exuberant and all these things that I don't have the energy for. You remind me, Boogie. I remember, I think my dad telling me this, that back in sort of the earlier days of aviation. I don't know how much earlier exactly, but my dad said that, like, when his parents or grandparents would travel via airplane, it was kind of a special occasion. You would dress up nice for it, because it's not something one got to do very often. Also, I got an aspect of good graces. Improve healing by half a pip. I like that word, pip. Like an apple seed. I have a... what are they called? Flapple in Sword and Shields. Like there's the apple dragons, and there's Appleton, which is like the apple pie one, and then there's Flapple, which is the one I had, and his name is Pippin. Health does not automatically regenerate. No, it's kind of like Hollow Knight, where you build up power by hitting enemies. So if you look in the top left there, it's my magic, and if I hold down. There we go. Sybil will expend that to heal herself. So now with that ability, her healing is more efficient. But this is an early room, and I went through that door really early, and then I'm like, no, I don't want to be here yet. At that time in airline travel, they had space, and you could actually feel human. I remember thinking, like, when I was traveling to Vancouver at the beginning of December, thinking, I'm really glad that I'm short, because I'm 5'3", and even I feel like the seats are cramped with how much legroom you have. And my brother always gets like the, well, he's in the military, so he can get better seats anyway at a cheaper price, but he needs like the extra legroom because he's very tall.
The princess used to love having afternoon tea here, but the handmaiden has run out of her special ingredient. I guess the princess doesn't really want anybody else's tea.
Maury, did you forget about your tea? A little bit. It's cold. This is very much a stage 1 Pokemon. That's correct. This is me on the right, this little goat. Actually, no, this is a tall goat. Like the one who is saying the theater is closed. This is not a biblically accurate Maury goat. It's too big. Let's see. Where do I want to go? It's a real Maury for scale. Oh yeah, that's right. On airlines back in the day, you could smoke, I guess. What a nightmare. Like, I already think, if you ever had to travel near someone who is evidently not... Oh, okay. Oh, no, we're good. And evidently not been able to bathe in a while. And, you know, I don't find that to be a personal flaw. Like, especially if you're stuck at the airport for however many extra hours. It happens, but just... when you smell it, ooh, ugh. Oh, this room. Did I already go through there? I did. That was the room with, like, the weirdly textured goat. So I don't need to go through there. You paid an extra $200 to upgrade you to first class in your last flight back in October, and it was the only time flying you were even slightly comfortable. Man, it's terrible that you gotta pay these primo prices just for a reasonable facsimile of comfort. Because I guess, like, airline seats, like, the design is they want to squish as many passengers in as possible for the most fare. You know, what do you do if you're larger than the average person, either height or weight? Then what? Then you're just made to be uncomfortable. Excuse me, ma'am. She also has opinions on airlines. I can parkour up here, I've done it, but I don't think it's really necessary, so I will not. Oh, you just got Pokemon Violet. Yeah, what starter did you pick? Yeah, flying is not a comfortable experience. And I like visiting different places, but the actual travel part, I do not like that part. That part's terrible. Oh, there's a key up there. Like, it's uncomfortable, you're stuck in, oh good. You're stuck in close quarters with other people for a long time. You can't really move around much. It's just, it is not an enjoyable experience. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I know you're dooting at me. Oh, there's a... I meant to wall cling. The wall cling did not happen. You may have guessed. There we go. Oh, nope. Okay, it's good. It's fine. You buy a window seat and crush yourself to the side the entire flight. Ugh. Driving to Tucson would have been 24 hours of driving. Ugh. That was, like, for years of my life, the only vacation, and I say this extremely loosely, the only vacation I ever went on was going to Winnipeg to visit my mom's family. Winnipeg sucks, thank you. It was just agonizingly long car rides. And I get car sick if I try and, like, read a book or anything in the car. Or, like, play a Game Boy or anything. So a lot of it was just, okay, well, I'm just gonna be bored. You know, or listen to music, or eventually my family would put on audiobooks for the drive, but I'm not a fan. Cadence the Sprigatito. Oh, that's so cute. That's such a good name. Yeah, I can't Game Boy in a car. Torture. I have very distinct memories of during a band trip. And we were going to another city in the province, but it was still like a like a 3-hour bus ride. And if you're like me and you don't gel with crowds, you know, I did not want to busy myself with the rest of the rowdy band children. Oh, that just went in a loop, okay. So I read a book on the bus ride, even though I knew I would regret it, and I did. We went to see as a group, after our band activities, a performance of La Boheme, the opera. Don't do that when you have, like, a terrible headache. You're the one who talks with the library, right? Yeah. Because you get to the, like, I was gonna say the last part of La Boheme, but really the whole thing. And you're like, please, God, why wouldn't she die already? I have a splitting headache, I want to go home. You have spent so many hours in cars, virtually all of them spent gaming on your boy. That's such a fun way to phrase it, I love that. You really sweat the names. Me too! Pokemon nicknames are important. Although my philosophy, if you want to call it that, for Scarlet and Violet, was just, I'm gonna call Pokemon whatever the first thing that pops in my head is that feels appropriate. Oh, I got a third clear mind, so if you look at my magic meter on the upper left, it's kind of hard to see in this background. I'm trying to move it so it's over the floor. There you go. There's another little bar next to it, so I can hold more juice. Anyway, I was usually in Pokemon games in the past, I wouldn't catch a ton of Pokemon. Because for whatever reason, I would feel guilty if I caught a Pokemon and then I just stuffed it in a box forever. But now in, like, Scarlet and Violet, it's like, whatever, I'm gonna catch a ton of things, especially because for both Scarlet and Violet and Sword and Shield, I deliberately did my utmost to not get spoiled on any of the new Pokemon. So a lot of them were surprising to me, which is, if you can, like, whenever the next Pokemon release comes out, if you can get through it without having the new ones spoiled for you, do it. Because it's a lot of fun just exploring and then seeing something, what is that? I want it! And then maybe being disappointed by it when its moves or stats aren't very good, but whatever. It's a friend. But because I had that more aggressive approach to catching Pokemon, that I didn't want to be too precious about the nicknames. Oh, I already went through here, I think. Yeah. And it's been liberating, just naming them whatever the first thing that comes into my head is. You try to come up with names based on puns or dumb inside jokes, and it's always hard not to repeat names. You will name Gardevoir Mori. I am honored. Oh wait, I already went this way. There's a thing I'm looking for in here. Maybe it's in the other door. I remember trying to use a Gardevoir on my team in, I forget what Pokemon. But every time I've tried to use a Psychic type in my team, they wind up disappointing me. Psychic is a type I just feel like I generally have a beef with. Because back in ye old days of Red and Blue specifically, Psychic was really broken as a type. It was not balanced well. And it was very powerful compared to Ghost and Bug types, which happen to be a couple of my favorite Pokemon types. And also, again, every time I've tried to use a Psychic-type Pokemon, they wind up disappointing me. Like, I tried using an Alakazam in Diamond, and I wound up dropping her from my team. Sorry, Sophie, but you were like wet tissue paper. Was her name Sophie? Maybe it was Sophia. I forget. It was something like that. I kind of feel similar about dragon types. I'm not super fond of dragon types either for similar reasons, but I will make exceptions. Hisui and Gudra, my beloved. Oh, I missed one. Oh, it's over here. I was like, perfect, I made it in time. But I still made it in time. It just was a little embarrassing. You liked Gardevoir better in Emerald when it wasn't dual type. Oh, that's right, it's Psychic Fairy now, isn't it? Oh, enjoy your breakfast with your mom, Boogie. I hope you get a delicious cup of tea. I gained an aspect of sweater. This is another cute outfit. Sleepy time. And also that time trial is pretty easy. I first tried that one. Sweater with like one slouchy sock. I think it's cute. I even like how there's a little button, like a little clasp beneath the tail. They made sure this was a functional outfit. Yeah, Psychic was very OP, and you can tell they were trying to fight back against that with the addition of, like, Steel. And same with, like Dragon and Fairy type. If I was a Pokemon, I think I would be Fairy type. Not just because I like the color pink, and I like to think I'm, well, menacing in games. That was embarrassing. But also, I think I would also be weak to Steel type because I don't like anything metallic. I don't even like the smell of anything metallic. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's still a place I haven't been. There's also a couple rooms in the hallway over yonder, I think, that I haven't been to, but I don't know if they're open. Not here. Kind of here? No, not here. Kind of here. Okay, I want this way. Do I want the upper door or the lower door? Maybe the lower one? No, wrong door. No, wait, right door. Right door. I'm thinking of the wrong hallway. Oh, there's a key door here. Sure. You'd be grass type. You don't know what that means, though. I mean, if that's your instinct. Oh, I think that's valid. Just be a nice little plant. Oh. Oh. Oh, wait. No, is there one in there? No, I guess not. Sorry, I thought like the little trail showing where the next one is went in here, and I thought, oh, why would you do that? Why would you put it behind a locked door? It's not. You're scared of bugs. Okay, there you go. That's why you're grass type. Now, do you also dislike the colds? I mean, you're from the south, right? You're used to a colder climate, or warmer climate. So the grass weakness to ice would make sense. Gained an aspect of professionalism. I'll show it off. I like the sweater better, though. Professional. Dressed to assassinate, I guess. With like these fancy like exercise pants with the slits with the fur poking through, and like this fancy little bolero coat, blazer. I don't know if it counts as a bolero. It's cute though. I like the short coat look. Like I'm gonna kill a man and then go to the gym after. But I like this sweater. Grass psychic because of bug fear. 4 times effective. Okay, so that's another locked door. I can't go in there. That's the big room. I should... Think in here. I want to go... I'm gonna try going back to the dilapidated dungeon. Oh, did I not put the sweater on? I thought I did. I guess I didn't select it. There we go. There we go. I'm fluffy again. I don't own any big sweaters, which is a tragedy. Uh-oh. But also, I mean, I don't really get to go places that aren't either work or errands. So, why would I dress nice? What's the point? Why wear a big fluffy sweater, especially to my job if it's just gonna get covered in coffee or whatever? My avatar is wearing a cardigan. That's a different thing. It's like a sweater that has faced knife violence. Ooh. Although, even saying that, I don't own any, like, thick, luxurious cardigans in real life. But, I mean, that's why we have our cute avatars on the internet. So we can dress in all the ways that we couldn't normally. Is it worth going through here? There's a pathway I've not been to, but it might not be worth it. Oh well. I'll check it out anyway. Oh, my avatar's, my cardigan does not have buttons on it anyway. So, you're forgiven for missing the buttons because they don't exist. I think I've been here. I feel like I've been in this room with this duding creature. Ow. Oh, maybe not? No. I guess I haven't. Has anyone here... Have you played or are familiar with the game Sonic Dreams Collection? Because it features these little eggy creatures that remind me heavily of these. I think they have a single eye peeking out of them, though, rather than this stack of 2 eyes. If you're not familiar with Sonic Dreams Collection, and you're not a Sonic fan, like you're not already an established Sonic fan who maybe has some familiarity of the lore and also what the Sonic fan base is like, maybe don't. You might find it a little too harrowing? Is that the word I want? Distressing? Now, speaking as someone who has been a Sonic fan for years, and has also, like, used stuff like DeviantArt extensively, Sonic Dreams Collection I thought was hilarious. But other people I would see being creeped out or disturbed by it. Don't approve of Sonic games, no. You are not Kai, live or dead, as your avatars would imply. What do you mean, Andorra? My whole worldview has been shattered. Oh, I've already been here. I think this is just looping back. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm so good at doing that. I'm so good at doing that. Depth perception. I think I'm not gonna make this jump. Like a fool, forgetting that Sybil is tall and powerful. And thus she has no need to do an emergency kick to grab the ledge, whereas I am short and pitiful. Image searching Sonic Dreams Collection wouldn't give you the right feeling for what it's like. You'd have to play it. And again, if one is a Sonic fan, I want that, but I need an ability I don't have yet. if one is a Sonic fan and has been a Sonic fan for a long time and kind of knows sort of what fans of it can be like, I think that game is really funny. But again, if you're not, you might find it perplexing at best and distressing at worst. Is that a goat? I think that might be a goat. I have to drop everything I'm doing to go talk to this goat. Sir, do you need assistance? Okay, this is a Mori goat. This is a tiny goat. Like, look at this fella. Like Nox, if you're still here, you know that one stream redeem you have where it makes your avatar really tiny? Or like the one Loose has where it makes it so like just his eyes are peeking over the side of the window? That's what this is like.
I was supposed to go help in the theater, but I can't really get through here. Just don't really want to touch the bubbles. What? I don't have a problem. You go touch then, Bubble Girl.
Bubble Girl? You take that back. I mean, I don't really have to either. I mean, I could do it to flex, but also, why do that? I have it open already. Up. These goats are so cutting. Oh yeah, if your video's getting behind, if you pause and resume, hopefully that should fix things on Twitch's end. Sometimes it happens to me too. Like my streams will just buffer for a bit. Wait. Genuinely, do you really not approve of Sonic games? Like a personal beef with Mr. the Hedgehog? He knows what he's done. Nope. Okay. Saved it. I have not been to this room directly across. There's no way it's me? What, the tiny goat? Oh, where does this go? Whee. Oh, it's the theater. Oh boy. If you also saw some of the screenshots I posted of this game on Beeski, a couple of them were in this room because of that challenge, that time trial challenge right there. And also that orb there, because I have terrible depth perception apparently. Oh, scary. Man, just like any Metroidvania, you think, I want to go this way, and then you get distracted. Actually, I'm not gonna... Well, I'll try and get this because I'm already up here. But I want to go back to the dilapidated dungeon. And, like, that only has one entrance and exit, so it's harder to get sidetracked in there. Okay, there we go. I made that look so easy. Gain an aspect of aerial finesse. Press jump during your knockback state to regain balance. I don't think I even actually used it. Like, I got knocked back a few times and I forgot I had it. So I didn't try and struggle my way out of the fall animation. Well, I'm glad I just did that correctly on stream. And then this, I believe, this switch will open the cage locking the time trial. I don't even remember what outfit you get from the time trial. Oh no, it didn't let me wall kick. No. Oh well, doesn't matter. I don't particularly want to spend like 10 minutes doing the time trial. It would take as long as my first time, I'm sure, because I wouldn't have to worry about routing. But all the same, I don't want to ruin my hands. Okay, dungeon. I think the dungeon is this way. And then we'll go to the theater. Have I ever heard of Shadow Man, a 3D Metroid-esque game on the N64, more combat than parkour? No! I am not familiar with it. Like an actual N64 game and not like an indie title meant to look like an N64 game. And I already talked to that goat. You're the one who questioned my disguise. So I remember There's some room in here with a key. If you, like, climb up into the rafters. I don't remember where it is, though. There's a hole up there. I don't think... Maybe it's above me? I don't know. Can I get up here? Looks like I might be able to. Let's see. Oh, that was almost cool. Almost. Hang on. Ah. I'd probably recognize the box art, though. It's one of those games, huh? Now, when you say one of those games, like, are we talking, like, Mega Man caliber box art? Is that a gap? Or is that just, like a polygon? No, it's a flying buttress. I don't think it's actually what a flying buttress is. I slept through art school lectures. I don't think I can get up through that hole in the ceiling, much as I would like to. A lot of this reminds me of it, kind of, except since it was actually made in the N64 era, it suffers from faults those games did, like terrible box art. Or I guess low frame rates, slow down, draw distance that is not an artistic choice. Oh, up here. Yeah, okay, there's a key up here. Just could not remember exactly where it was. Oh, come on. Let me up. Let me up. I can do it. I know I'm good for it. Maybe... Nope. Hang on. Okay, not box art like that. Oh, come on. You don't have like a picture of it, do you? Like the Shadow Man box art? I super don't remember if there's another way up here or not. Oh, if I had an ability, I could bounce off that torch, but I don't. And I don't remember where that ability is. Oh. Oh. I think I could have clung to that, but there wasn't enough room. Just box art that I've definitely seen, but I have no idea what the game is, like Geist on the GameCube. Was that the one where you were like a ghost and could possess guys? Something like that? I feel like there was a couple games like that on the GameCube, maybe. Ugh. Mori, please. Is this really worth it? Maybe. I want the key. And you just know the box. I'm pretty sure I know the box to Geist, too. I might have to come back here with that other ability that I don't remember where it is. I might. Ooh. But it's like I'm so close. I can taste it. Oh. Man, all the goats in those cages are probably judging me. I have no idea how I did that. Oh, but can I get the... Oh boy. Okay, maybe if I... Okay, no, she will not grab. There we go! I did it! I'm not crazy, there's a key up here, right? I'm not grossly misremembering. Yes. Hoo-ha! I think the only other thing in here is if I go back to where... Actually, no, there's a couple things. There's, this way? Is it this way? This way. Yeah, because he couldn't get up here at the beginning. So there's this, and there's also, a time trial in the very, room where Sybil starts. If you were really astute during the opening cutscene, you would have seen the crystal in a cage. And that was the one time trial that I never did. Aside from the one in the tower, which I forgot about. But I kept getting close, and then I would screw it up, and after a point I'm like, okay, no, my hands hurt, I have to stop. Maybe I'll try it a couple more times. I don't even recall what outfit it gives you, because I never got it. Because I'm a failure. Oh, I shouldn't have wall kicked. No, wait, we're okay. We're okay. Games where you can see chests in the cutscenes but aren't allowed to grab them yet. It's like they're taunting you. Like dangling the carrot in front of your nose. Okay, so through there was the little mini-boss you fought for the slide technique. There's actually one more secret in here. Where was it? It's not down here, is it? I don't really remember. One of the walls breaks, but I don't know if you can break it from this side. I don't recall. And anyway, it leads to a place that's really dark. I came through from the other side. I stubbornly parkoured my way through almost pitch blackness. And then I couldn't figure out how to get back the way I came. And then when I came through with the light source, it turned out there was like a wall I had to climb up, and I just couldn't see it. You know, because it was dark. And you'd think at that point, you might start going, well, maybe I'm not supposed to be here yet. Maybe there's an upgrade I need that is halting my progress, and you'd be correct. But I'm extremely stubborn and low on sense. I will try this a couple times. And then my hands will probably say no. But I've been streaming for a hot minute, huh? I wasn't actually intending to go, like, super long. I don't even know how long I'd be going today, really. Nope. Oh, maybe I have to wall cling there. Now I don't even remember my route. I was thinking, because I don't know what I'm gonna do. I mentioned on yesterday's stream. All right, I don't have the ability I can use with those black holes yet anyway. But even though I normally stream on Tuesdays... Oh, heck. No, okay. I was thinking about doing like a Monday stream instead, just because Tuesday is New Year's Eve. And I'm sure other people would be, will be celebrating. And it's also like the one time of the year, well, where I allow myself to drink some champagne. Oh, please. So let me have that indulgence. Anyway, I wasn't entirely sure what I was going to do on Monday. I guess I could finish this, maybe. I have a couple other things I was thinking of, though, so I'm not sure yet. I was kind of thinking about Klonoa a little bit. Oh, good. You know, I'll try one more time, and if it doesn't work, I'm just gonna leave. Because I was thinking about Sybil as a character with large rabbit ears that traverses dream worlds. So what about the original large rabbit-eared character that traverses dream worlds? Goodbye. Okay, I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna leave because I'm gonna hurt my hands doing this. Nope. Sometimes you have to cut your losses. Sometimes you have to be a filthy coward and say, not today, Satan. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe another time, because I don't want to let it beat me. But also, there's a limit. And that limit is my wrist stamina. Does Skyrim also have, like, precision... Well, like, I was gonna say precision platforming. I mean, it's not meant for that, but then maybe that's why it's tough. Oh, you want to interact or take the cool thing, but it won't let you. Ugh. Again, like it's taunting you with it. Like, hanging the carrot, the proverbial carrot, in front of your nose. Man, this sweater must be getting so torn up right now. Or it's just made of extremely durable material. Uh-oh. Whoa, no. Oh boy, okay. That was almost embarrassing. And I would have had to walk all the way back up. And I would have done it, but I would have been ashamed. Okay. I will probably stop streaming in short order because I didn't realize how long I've been going. And I also need to give my voice a rest. And eat food? Probably should eat food. gonna make some chicken stock today. I was gonna do it in the morning, but I had errands to run, and I was too tired, so I didn't. Never stop streaming, marathon stream. Honest to goodness, I have no idea how some streamers will go like 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. Because if I go too long, like my throat starts to get sore and I kind of get a headache. Maybe if you have like one of those really cool gamer chairs, you know, that cushions every ounce of muscle and fat in your gamer body, then maybe one can go longer, but I can't do it. I get exhausted. Okay, what's in here? Bubble. Crates. Your streams used to be like 4 hours long, but not anymore. You're too tired. Valid. Oh, I needed to bubble across. I saw the bubble and I thought, oh, maybe the bubble's for getting back up if you come in the other direction. No. I needed the bubble. Okay. Oh, it wore off? Maybe some of them only last a few seconds? I'm not sure. What is the trigger to make a bubble wear off? What am I saying? I have the wall climb. I can just do this. No, wait, no, Sybil, no. Your longest stream was 10 hours. The Link to the Past Super Metroid randomizer. Dang. At some point, I'd like to try that. But I absolutely do not know Super Metroid well enough. No. Oh, there's a... That's why she falls. Because the wall isn't flush. I do not know Super Metroid nearly well enough to confidently do a rando. Link to the Past, yes. Like, I have a good sense of logic and progression in Link to the Past. Not Super Metroid. You know, I hope when this stream is over, I hope maybe I've gotten some people to appreciate Pseudoregalia and its fun parkouring antics. But also, I hope you too have the soundtrack baked into your brain. Because, like, that's been me. Like, my brain has just been like Twilight Theater 10 hours extension on repeat. Help. Oh, this is okay. This is where that is. Okay. I see where I am now. Alright. I'm trying to think about... let me open... Can I scroll? Oops. Can I scroll the map? No, I can't scroll it on this screen. So if you hold the lock-on button while this map is open, I can scroll it around. But it doesn't work on the other screen because the lock-on is what scrolls it. Okay, but now I see where I am. So I'm gonna go back out this way. I think one of the fun things about this game is that because it's so non-linear, there's a lot of different ways you can approach getting to places. Hello?
Please leave me alone. I will kill again.
But the fact that the camera just like zoomed to the wall, like we couldn't perceive the face that this goat is making.
I will kill again.
Okay, maybe this is my favorite goat NPC. Hang on. Screenshot button. There we go. Save for posterity. Actually, if I was really smart, I would also get the please leave me alone bit. There. Okay. I had to save this little goat fella for posterity. What is he, like a waiter? A butler? I'm curious, Endor, do you know either, well, I assume you know Super Metroid pretty well. Do you know Link to the Past fairly well? Because I'm wondering how daunting it would be if you know one game well, but not the other. And I've played Super Metroid before, but it was quite a while ago. I did try and play through it again on NSO, like maybe like a year or something ago. But I don't like how it controls on the Switch. Like just the controller. the Joy-Con. Oh, that was pretty slick until that happened. Like, just the way the buttons are arranged on the Joy-Con just doesn't make it comfortable to play. And I don't remember having an issue with the controls when I played through it on the Wii with the classic controller. But I also just generally kind of feel that Super Metroid, you know, is as well crafted as a game as it is. Please don't come at me with pitchforks and torches, because I do agree it is a cool game. And I had fun playing it. I wish the controls were slightly simplified, like if you ran automatically instead of having a dedicated run button. So I remember thinking there were just, it feels like there were slightly too many buttons for the number of things you can do, and I would screw up my inputs a lot. Maybe that's just me, I don't know. Joanna, hello! You know, I thought about you earlier, not just because of how you mentioned you'd played this before, but also I was talking a bit about how for years the only family vacations I would ever go on were to Winnipeg. And I say vacations very loosely. They were just long car rides, and then we would visit all my mom's friends and family, which, you know, when you're, especially when you're a small kid, you don't have anything in common with them. So you just sit in people's houses bored out of your skull for hours. And I don't fault my mom for wanting to catch up with friends and family. But to me, like, man, other people are like going to Disneyland for their summer vacation. I'm just stuck in a car for 2 days, and then I'm stuck, bored out of my skull in people's houses for a week. Like, we'd never do anything. Is there anything to do in Winnipeg? I don't know. Winnipeg sucks, is the point. I don't know what that, oh, that's what that opened, the time trial. I will not be doing that time trial. Oh, an aspect of empathy. I did that time trial on my own, and it was agony, and I didn't even like the outfit that much. It's like a night uniform, which is cool, don't get me wrong, but oh. The routing alone was a nightmare. Like, you want to see? I think you have like 1:40 to do it, and like... What is it? How long do you... Oh yeah, there's 14 little nodules. Maury, you just said you weren't... I know, but just... Let's see. This is not going to go well, at all. Sword? Sword. Yeah, I've screwed this up already. I needed to get that. And I'm not going to get it, and that's okay. I also like this big cozy sweater outfit. Mostly I've not been doing the time trials because I did most of them on my own, and I need to spare my hands. But this one I did because it was an easy one, and the sweater outfit's cute. I like how one of the socks is all slouchy. Like, it looks so cozy. I want a sweater like that. Yeah, I should, I was gonna call it an evening. It's not really an evening, but I should stop, because I've been going for like 3 hours now. I do kind of want to think about where I should be going next. Before I stop, just so I don't like resume, and then I'm like, what was I doing? Where am I going? I don't understand anything anymore. There's one movement ability that I don't have. And I know there's one I'm missing in the underbelly, in like the northern, like the northwestern portion of it. Maybe now that I have wall cling and some stuff, I can get it. But for now, I should stop in like this dark, dank cave. It's cool. The music here is good. Sybil will have a rave in her cozy sweater while we chill down here in the underbelly. Anywho, I should stop, but thank you so much for joining me for a cozy Saturday stream, just like Sybil's outfit here. So I am intending to stream on Monday evening, hopefully, and if not that, maybe Tuesday afternoon. Not late on New Year's Eve. I know Tuesday's my usual stream day, because it's New Year's Eve. People have plans. I'm probably going to do other stuff, so you know. So I will see you on an unusual day and/or and unusual time. In the meantime, thank you for joining me for Pseudoregalia. Please stay safe, stay healthy, have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I have to mouse out of the game or Sybil's gonna spin forever. And, oh, I did it again. I will catch you next time. Okay, goodbye.